Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1 from the Dawn of Souls package for the Game Boy Advance. It's been a while since I've recorded, and I apologize for that. Life issues have been a thing, work has been a thing, more hours at work equals less time for me to record, equals less videos, but I'm gonna try and get my sleep schedule on track and try and record. But here we are in Luthien, where we left off. We got the warp cube from Waterfall Cavern, the required optional dungeon. It's weird. And the last episode at the end, I kind of forgot where to. I'm gonna move the mic here for a minute. Kind of didn't know where to find the spells, but I ended up actually. It's a little tricky. If you go out here like this, and over here you see the shops right here, and they're combined. You could buy Flare, bless all foes with light and heat. I think I should add Justice to that, but whatever. And then we have this one, Full Life. Restores one ally and revives one ally and fully restores HP. They're both 40,000 gil, so that's quite a bit. But yeah, that's where those spells are. And we can actually just like leave now because we got everything we wanted out there. I believe we got the in the last episode we got the wind chime. Yeah, the chime. And then we got the warp cube, so we should be on our way to go now. Oh god, I have to remember where our airship is. It's up there, so I have to walk all the way up. Okay, logical. Yeah, so it has definitely been a while. Sorry for the holdout. I've just been busy with life, and I'm gonna try and get back on the normal. Have ideas for some side projects, you know, next to main LPs. I'm gonna try and keep it to one like long LP at a time, and then a bunch of side projects. So you know, it's not just all of one thing. Why did my controller stop working? I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. We are back. That was weird. My controller just seemed to like randomly die, so I had to plug in my controller again and recharge it for a little bit. I don't know. Well, I'll do something. Probably get like a different controller if that happens again, which I hope it doesn't. And we're off to a great start coming back. And by the way, I believe Jackie or Sam leveled up in that last battle, and then we had Guy, I think, level up in this one. So what we have to do is, we were never told where Mirage Tower is except a desert. So we're going to have to find a desert. And I apologize if you can hear a fan or anything coming from a window. It's kind of hot now because it's turning springtime. I say I leveled up, so it was Guy that leveled up last time. Alright, I need to look at a map because I am slightly retarded. I'm sorry if that offends anyone. I'm just slightly challenged when it comes to directions in any type of video game, like Minecraft. I always play when I play with my nephew in Minecraft for the Xbox 360. He's the one that always gets me out of cave systems because I go dungeoneering and exploring for stuff and I get lost. So yeah, I'm that type of guy, the one who finds all the stuff but then can't get out once we find all the stuff. I kind of find it funny that Jackie's dealing 100 damage with a staff, hitting him in the face. Excuse me, I take a drink. Ah, alright, there we go. Alright, there's a tent. Perfectly fine. No, I just want to get to the airship, please. Desert Berettas are really hard to take out. Oh, another thing that I don't think I mentioned that I did in the last part, I got a bunch of spells. A bunch of spells. So we should be good on spells for now. I got all the spells I could, anyway. I had to make some choices. I just advise you get the elemental spells, and then whatever spells you are that play to your playstyle. Alright, so now, here's a desert. There's a tower. I assume that's Mirage Tower, but sadly we have to drop down here because our airship can't land in the desert. So, yep. This is actually going to be a dungeon. Kind of a mini dungeon, really, because it's not that hard of a area. I'm over leveled. So here we have Mirage Tower. Now, this area could be kind of confusing, but if you want to basically like explore everywhere, because there's a bunch of like loot and chests everywhere. See, there's one right there that I'm gonna pick up. Probably not gonna have anything, but there is several good things in here that you definitely want to pick up. I think there's one good sword and some armor, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm saying this because this is like my third time playing through this dungeon because of failed recording. So yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of this dungeon. I just want to be able to get to the main dungeon and then probably save my game because I've had some recording issues. And since we defeated the vampire underneath Devil's Tail long ago for the first on our way to the first crystal, we never discovered that vampires actually restore health after every turn. Not a whole bunch, but you know, it's restore health. And we get a tent. That's cool. Here we get 2,750 gil. We're actually at a point where we don't really need that much gil, but they're giving it to us anyway. We got an Aegis and a Vorpal sword, so that's pretty cool. I'll check those out after this battle. Mage's staff. You know, since we have stuff that deals spell damage, that basically is a free spell that you can use every turn. Like MP shouldn't really be a concern anymore, because you have a white mage use the healing staff, whatever it is, and then you have someone use the Fira staff, whatever it is. There's a black knight. Does he say knee? Please tell me he says knee. If he doesn't say knee, he makes me cry, and therefore he must die, like his body and his spirit. I'm sorry, I've been playing so many different video games at this point. Like, usually on my days off I should be recording, but I'm not gonna lie, I have been playing a bunch of video games like Hearthstone, League of Legends, and a bunch of games that I want to try and record and probably do some live streaming, but I have to get everything set up for the live stream. So let's go over this equipment we found. We have the Aegis shield, a shield that guards against stone. It provides the same defenses as Diamond Helm, but it does guard against stone, which is good, so we're going to actually equip that. We also got a healing helm, which lowers our defense by 2, but a helmet that casts heal when used, so that could be useful. I don't know if it's for the whole party or not. I forgot what the magic spell heal does. Let me find out. I think it's the entire party. Yeah, it's the entire party, so that could be useful. So I'm actually not gonna have that equipped. And we also got a Vorpal sword. Let's test that out. A very sharp crescent blade. I don't think it's an upgrade for anyone. It is not. I don't think anyone else can wield it either. Nope. Alright, so it's not really an upgrade, but it's there. Let me just sort these items. Well, actually, I kind of wanted to healing staff, mage's staff, and healing helm. I kind of did some inventory management. As you can see, we don't have like anything anymore. By the way, you can use the L and R buttons to quickly go through your menus. Go to the next screen anyway. Alright, and I believe that's it for all the treasure that's in here. And we would have to go out of the room and all the way around, I believe. So you can do that, but I'm gonna take a look around just in case I missed anything, because I don't know this place off the top of my head, even though I've done this like multiple times. Doesn't that staff also do heal? Yeah, so you can basically have dual healing now, if you want. Like, you can have if you have something that's resistant to physical attacks, you can have like Guy use it. So having double heal is pretty good. Alright, there's nothing over here. Yeah, we have to go all the way around now. I don't see any more treasure, so we're just gonna go all the way around the world. Thought my controller just died there for a minute again, but it didn't. That's good. Yeah, a little heads up. Side projects, again, are probably some Hearthstone, because I've been playing a lot of that. Might do some live streaming of that. Also might record some ranked gameplay and arena gameplay, because I've been playing a bunch of that. Also, I've been doing some strats and some ideas for the Paper Mario Hooktail, pre-Hooktail Pit of 100 trials. Basically, where you complete, you know, where you defeat the final boss of the Pit of 100 trials before you defeat the first major boss. So that could be fun. Bunch of other little like side games too, just to try and keep content coming from my channel, because it's been like, at the time of this recording, it's been like 3 months since I've actually uploaded a video, and I really just want to get back to recording, because I feel like I just want to make people happy. It's what I do. Like, you can ask any like one that I've met in real life, and they're just, I just want to make people happy, and I hope my videos can actually provide insight, strategies, and, you know, make people happy. So we can just go up through here and go to second floor. But back to the Let's Play. This area is very linear. And the enemies were supposed to be tough, but I feel like they didn't make them like tough enough. Oh, we can't actually use fire on Hellhounds because that'd just be stupid. Let's just hit everything with I think Haseo still has the ice brand, which is why he's doing a ton of damage. Let's see. After the Fiend of Air, Tiamat, we're gonna do some of the optional dungeons because they give us. Because the optional dungeon gives us equipment for the end game that's really powerful, and since some of them are for ninjas, I believe, some of the item and loot drops from the bosses of the optional dungeons can drop really good things for the ninjas, and I believe for monks, but I don't have a monk. And also maybe some things for the mages. I'm not exactly sure on that, don't quote me. But I'm just saying we're probably going to be like really overpowered when it comes to the final boss, and it shouldn't be taken lightly as such. Yeah, but this is a pretty basic standard setup I do in most of my RPGs. I usually have at least like one dedicated healer, one dedicated mage. If it's a game where you only have like 3 or 2 party members, I usually have like one guy's dedicated mage and healer, and then I have a tank, and then I have a DPS guy. As you can see, I have Guy there as the tank. Haseo is part of the DPS. He's becoming more of a buffer with haste and temper and whatnot, or with temper and whatnot. We have Samsam being the part tank and part healer, and then we have Jackie being the DPS and damage dealer. Alright, 23 more MP for Jackie's good. Very good. Alright, now let's try and... I don't know if there's anything in... I don't know if that's a room I can go to. I should really check it out. Could be some loot in there that I could find useful, even though I think I'm actually set for the late game, which is a scary thing. I don't find the last dungeon to be really challenging, and the final boss could be challenging if you're not prepared for it. But at this point, I have all the spells I need, and I think I have the proper levels. I think I'm more than prepared. I see I'm only... This game is good. Like, when the original game came out for the Nintendo, that was challenging. But when, like, they made renditions of, like, Origins and Dawn of Souls, you know, they kind of eased it up, I believe. It was... I remember playing this game on the Nintendo for the NES, and I just thought, like, this game is hard as hell. Of course, I was, like, a kid back then. I don't remember how old, but I was definitely very little back then when I was playing this. So that could also be part of it. But I feel like since they gave some of the buffs to the ninja class for the Dawn of Souls package, I really feel like this game got a lot easier. There was a lot of ways to cheese the game, like, you know, grinding aisle like I had before. Ooh. Okay, at least got his attack off already, so he doesn't have to worry about being paralyzed. Paralyzed is only a battle status ailment, so it only lasts for, like, the battle. Maybe even earlier if he wears off. I don't know what the duration of paralyze is. There are some times where it's a one turn. There are some times where it's literally the entire battle, or like 7 turns or something like that. So again, I don't know. I don't really look at the coding much, or research as much as I can. And there's a bird chirping its ass off outside my window. So sorry if you can hear the bird. A little piece of nature for you guys, because I like to care, like to add a little piece of nature in there. Let's actually heal up, because those guys actually did quite a bit of damage. And I have like 400. I already have like 450 MP still. So Ooh, I'm glad I went in here. There are treasure chests everywhere. Were-tigers. Were-tigers are fun because they're usually fast, but since we got a preemptive strike, we go first. I don't know why I used the healing staff, because I'm pretty sure you can actually use the Dia, the light damage to like death enemies. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure you can and deal damage to these guys, because since they're technically were-tigers, they're technically undead. I don't know what this game's thing is with that, but Alright, so here we get 13,000 gil, 12,000 gil, Thor's hammer. Yes, we picked up Mjolnir. Dragon mail, 10,000 gil. Sunblade, 7,000 gil. Cottage. Alright, and that's the only thing in this room, so we don't have to worry about this anymore. We'll go after that equipment after this battle. This battle shouldn't take long anyway, because everything will just die in like one hit. Alright. I hate long attack animations, even though it wasn't that long. So I'm trying to hurry through this dungeon so we can get to the main dungeon, because the Fiend of Air, Tiamat's dungeon, is like my favorite dungeon. I love the Flying Fortress. It's one of my favorites. It's challenging. I'm not saying I know it off the top of my head. Like, I haven't played this game that much to perfection where I know the ins and outs of every dungeon, as you can see previously on like previous episodes. But I like the look, the feel of the dungeon itself. Alright, so let's take a look at this equipment we got. We got a Sunblade. A sword effective against undead. It lowers our accuracy but heightens our attack power, so let's go ahead and do that. Did we get another weapon for that? Yeah, we got Thor's hammer. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, give him the defender. We got Thor's hammer, cast Thundara when used. I think that's another thing where I'm just gonna have it like there, just in case we come across something that's weak to thunder. Oh, we also got dragon mail too. Well, mail fashioned from dragon scales. Doesn't do any benefit to Guy, and he's the only one that can wield it. So why not? Let's give him some. Wait, what? Alright, let's give him some dragon mail, guys. Maybe it'll weaken damage from dragons. I don't know. I'm not the the creative designer in this game. I would love to be, but So Fear or Thundar. Let's just go ahead and use Thor's hammer. Mjolnir, come to me. Another thing I like about this game really well is that like the sword animations or the sword sprites are different for every weapon, which is really cool. And I really like that, because this game came out like in the 90s. Or I think it was like 1989 or 1992. I want to say between 90 and 94. Final Fantasy 1 came out. I may be wrong, but it could be even earlier. I don't even know off the top of my head. I should have done research on it, but I just play the games. I don't do it to I don't let's play to do all the scientific backup data. Maybe like before every let's play I have like a background story of the game. Like a separate video. It'd be like maybe like a 5 or 10 minute long video where it's just literally talking about the development of the game and how it came to be. So, you know, maybe I'll learn something while I do this too, because that'd be pretty cool if I learned something while playing video games. Alright, we go up. Mirage Tower level 3. There are a bunch of enemies in here, so be prepared. We're gonna go Mage's Staff, because vampires are weak to fire. Because they're technically undead. If you want to, I guess you can use the Healing Staff on the vampires. I don't know if you can use healing items on enemies, though, in this game. I know you can cast healing spells on enemies, but I'm not sure if you could. You know what? Let's do a little guesswork here. All right, you can't use the healing staff on them, so you can't do free MP stuff. You can cast cure on them though when you kill them, probably. But yep, I tried. All right, vampires are dead. That's good. Oh, come on, I'm like right there. Ooh, Wyverns. If only I had the Worm Killer equipped. Because Worm Killer does more damage to dragons. I don't think I have anything that deals really good damage against Wyverns, but let's do Thundara. Because I don't really want to waste the MP with a Blizzaga or a Blizzara. Seeing as they're going to go down in one hit anyway. Haseo's doing 8 hits now. It's so good. You get to the point where he levels up and starts doing like 12 and 16 hits on his own, and then you do haste where he does like 32 hits. Oh, it's so good. It's like 9999 it's like 999 everything, because that's the way I roll. Ooh, got a worm. All right, well, this is something that I'm willing to waste a Blizzara on. Blizzara, yeah, 40 MP versus 18 MP for almost like the same elemental weakness. The worm's dead though, so he wasn't really worth it. But the Blizzara deals moderate damage, which is really weird. I thought it would deal more damage because, you know, cold-blooded enemies like dragons and lizards and whatnot, blizzard magic usually does more damage to, because science. I don't know why. I'm 12, and what is science? Science is something. Alright, so we go up into here. Up. And a blue dragon. Yay, dragons. 108 damage. Jesus. I hit you with Thor's hammer. Oh, no, that's the mithril hammer. I lied. Alright. Let's get our heal on. Actually, let's have you start healing people, because your MP is a little less care. Really don't need your MP as much. Here, what is this? Use the warp cube to travel beyond the sky. It will take you to the flying fortress. Dude, your caps lock's on. So we step in and we warp out with the warp cube, which is funny. And here we are, the flying fortress, my favorite dungeon of the game. Bunch of branching paths. We're gonna go over all the paths and hopefully not get lost in the next part of Let's Play Final Fantasy 1 for the Dawn of Souls package. This is Haseo Roxas saying, see you next time.